always be a song. So before we continue, I want to say some very special thank yous. First of all, I want to acknowledge the staff of the Hall of Music. Steve Hall, Scott Wheeler, Caleb and Michelle Dallas and Jeff and all the crew on stage, Dan and Seth and all those guys that spent so many hours over the last few months building this enormous set, beautiful set, and helping us bring this show to the stage. So, Hall of Music staff, I know that there's some out and about, but let's show a round of applause for the Hall of Music staff. I also want to extend a huge thank you to my staff at PMO. Jeff and Sarah, Andrea, Rhonda, Scott, Rachel, Liz, and Marcia, pulling double time, triple time to try to make sure that we have everything taken care of, all the loose ends taken up before this weekend and making this shine for our students. So let's show a round of applause for our PMO staff. And a special thank you to Gary McFall. Gary's back. Come on out, Gary. Gary comes in, has been with us for at least, is this your third year, Gary, or fourth? Third year. I want to show a very special thank you to Gary for volunteering his time. Gary, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I also want to give a special thank you to our orchestra. Our orchestra is, I hope they're somewhere close. They're coming. Here they are. This is our orchestra. They put in a lot of time in 1 week. They come in on Monday and are absolutely some of the best players I've ever had the privilege to work with. And they come from Chicago and Indianapolis and all over. And some of them have been playing for nearly 20 years plus. Come back each and every year to play for this show, make it a part of their year. And I cannot thank you all enough for your dedication in helping us make this show truly spectacular. You don't get to see them very often because they're way in the back. Boy, you can hear them, and they really do add the icing on the top of our cake to make this show really great. Let's show another round of applause for the orchestra. A special thank you to Janice and Amy and Liz who took on the task of providing the robes and getting them all organized. This is something we're going to have to do when we get out of here today, is go back up to the 5th floor to deposit those. So share a very special thank you to those ladies for helping us with the robes and get this all possible today. All right, so I'm going to turn this over to Rhonda first. Rhonda Blacklock is our director of the Purdue Bells and also the Heart and Soul, and we've got some graduating seniors that we want to make sure that we acknowledge. Rhonda?
I would like to acknowledge Daniel Zills. This is his first Christmas show and his last Christmas show, and he is one heck of a bass player down on the bass end of our bells. So Daniel Zills.
All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Jeff Valier. He's the director of Purdue West and the University Choir. Has some graduates who want to acknowledge at this time.
Thank you. It's hard to balance those. I have 5 students I want to recognize. 4 students who knew for a while that this was going to be their last PMO performance, and 1 student who found out recently that she's been accepted to major in music at Butler. Since we don't have a music major at Purdue, she had to transfer. So I'd first like to recognize a Purduette who this is our last performance with us, going to Butler to major music, Maddie McGuire. And I've got 4 students in University Choir who this is their last PMO performance. And we've got a certificate for them, and we have a small gift as well. And the first student is Luciana Londoño. And I'm going to have the other three who know who they are come down now to save time. I'm going to surprise you. You're leaving after this semester. If only they don't know. This next student, also from University Choir, Jill Bosserman. Next student we'd like to recognize is Leighton Lawkins. And we'll recognize him later. And the final student, Aislinn Yoder. Thank you, Bill. That's all.
I also want to say a very special thank you to the parents, grandparents, and all the support system that these students have throughout the year, all the volunteers that help out with the Christmas show and throughout our year. We could not do what we do without your support. We certainly thank you from the bottom of our heart and hope that you felt the love that we have for our music today in this performance. We're going to finish our time today with a song that was written for the 100th anniversary of the Purdue Varsity Glee Club, but that has become the kind of calling card of PMO at the end of every Christmas show. It's on every Sunday show, and it features all of our graduating seniors. And following this, if you're wanting